Hey guys, what's up? This is Rabbit, and I'm bringing you another Scrim. This time it's between Lzuruha Gaming and the newly formed 4Not Gaming. So if we go over the lineup from Lzuruha as they walk out of their base, we have DeJester. Running Graves, one of his strongest champions next to Caitlyn. He's going to be running AD bot. Ted Stickles running Trundle. He's going to be in the jungle. The new member Atomic is going to be running Janna, who I would say is one of his strongest support characters. Slush is on Ahri mid, and then Telandra is running Rumble top, which is really interesting because usually he opts for more of those AD heroes.
You never stood a chance. You never stood a chance.
A little bit of a laugh fest down here. Let me go over the lineup for 4Not Gaming, formerly Leaguecraft, so if you guys have heard them under that name, now they are 4Not, and to go over the lineup, we have Kramer 121, he's going to be going mid here on Cassiopeia. DrTrevor also running an AP top lane, so he's going to be running Vladimir, who is just so strong, even with the WOTA nerf, is just, oh my goodness, is ridiculous. ParoL, and this is going to be a really interesting choice, is going to be running Urgot. So I think I really like that pick because you have that shield to block a lot of the Graves burst, plus you're going to be able to counter the CC of having Janna in lane, so that's working really well. And actually, yeah, they're going to move in here. I believe they did see, yeah, they're pinging, they saw BloodWater walk into that bush, so that would have really been a good gank opportunity. And right now, yeah, they're just fighting in between turrets. You know, this is standard, I suppose, but they give the wolf camp to Ted Stickles. Ahri gets the pull. And that's going to set Trundle off onto a really strong jungle, doing pretty much, actually not pretty much the same. Tryndamere actually getting really low. Going below half health, whereas Trundle, because he does gain health from everything dying, much more of a sustain-based jungler, but in a different way than, say, Warwick. So we're going to have a level 2 Trundle gank here top. Well, we're going to check out what skills he does have right there. He has Contaminate and then Rabid Bite, so he's actually going to go counter jungle, and I don't think he's going to be very successful here. He's going to try for this red. Oh no, he's just taking the small creeps. I'm not sure that is the wisest choice, so he's going to pull the red into the brush and start it here, but Tryndamere is on his way. He has cloth and 3 health pots remaining. He's going to run in here and he's going to see that there is no red buff, but will he check the brush? Actually, wow, the smite coming off in the nick of time, and Ted Stickles takes the red. What on earth is that? Such sick smite timing there. So, wow. Apparently you can do that now. So, if you guys are looking to try out a new counter jungle route with Trundle, check that one out. That is, that's pretty impressive. Top lane is Telandra. Actually, they're pinging off onto Kramer. So, here comes in the level 3 Trundle with red buff. Is he going to be enough? No, he comes in from, like, what I would consider the wrong side, but they are pushing him back. Kramer is way out of position. Top lane should come up at this point. They've zoned him out of this area right there. I didn't know I could ping that. What do you know? Anyway, so Kramer actually, yeah, just going to go ahead and back out. Trundle's going to resume jungling his own jungle, and, but top lane, Hacker spinning in there. He's going to get the slow on. The ignite goes off, and Telandra is the first to fall, so wow, I'm really impressed. Even a ghost burned there on Tryndamere, but Telandra was just kind of gave up the ghost. Meanwhile, the action bot lane is not exactly quite there yet. ParoL and BloodWater, one of the strongest combos. BloodWater actually playing for, I believe, Reflex Gaming as well. I'm not sure if he's totally switched over yet or not. Mid lane, however, the gank was super effective on Slush. I'm just not sure, actually, if, wow, if that Q had landed, oh my goodness, the true damage and the hit from Ted Stickles is enough to pick that up. I'm not, I don't, what, I am so confused about that. Why was Cassiopeia even there? I mean, you just back up and it's, you know, easy peasy. But I guess he wanted to try for that kill on Slush, but unfortunately he got a little bit greedy and brings the score down to 1-1. Bot lane is really even. DeJester's actually been harassed down substantially, just unable to make any damage stick as BloodWater there. The mana and health creating machine getting it done. And actually Ted Stickles coming on to Hacker. He is going to go down. That pillar so effective, getting in the maximum range of that slow, perfect pillar placement. And that's one more successful gank from Ted Stickles. So top lane just going to be the sustain masters, and actually Potts and Ward coming out Whereas actually penetration boots on DrTrevor, you don't actually see that a whole lot because you really want those lower cooldowns on the Q for Vladimir. So a lot of Vlads go Q, but apparently this guy knows that there's going to be hella magic resist here. The slow comes off, but the pool is going to get him out of jail free. Is he going to go down? Actually, no. Bot lane is actually getting hella low as well. DeJester falling down to just a few hit points. Actually, he's going to teleport out of there with 70 health. So, wow. Just the action all over the place. If we go ahead and check out the CS, it's 2-0 for Trundle right now. So he's really carrying Lzruha with some super effective ganks. And actually, wow, Slush dodges that. I'm not sure why they're pinging that. They know that it was just warded by BloodWater, so I saw him go around there with that ward. Yeah, he just barely came in vision of that ward, so that's gonna tell them where he is. Check out the jungles, 2-0 right now, but 15 CS to 28, so sure you got 2 kills, but you are getting doubled up in at least creep kills right now by hackers. So we're gonna see Trundle run down here, might throw a ward down. There is a ward in the tri-bush, so they're pinging that. They know he's there, but he's actually just gonna skirt the edge of that. He may catch ParoL. Yeah, ParoL is still walking into the slow. Ted Stickles running in there. He is not level 6, but DeJester running in there as well. They are going to flash in there. Will ParoL go down? Actually, yeah, the CC going out from Janna, but it is not good enough. DeJester actually running hella low himself. Hacker is not going to be able to spin in on top of DeJester right now, as that presence from Ted Stickles is just too strong. Watching action bot must mean that I am missing something somewhere else. Although we do see a lot of pressure here going out from Hacker, but right now Atomic is the perfect counter to a pre-level 6 Tryndamere. Just has so much CC, able to keep him off of what otherwise would be a pretty dead DeJester. I know the last hitting battle down bot lane was like really exciting and all, but try to bring you some action somewhere else right now. Yeah, DrTrevor is just like clearing all the waves, and Rumble doesn't want to take too much of that minion damage, so goes ahead and backs up. If we check top lane CS, which is probably not what I'm supposed to be focusing on right now, as Atomic is getting poked down by ParoL. ParoL actually missing one of the lock-ons. Atomic's going to get one more hit off, and he is dropping down there. Actually gets hit by another one. Will we see the flash? Oh my goodness, gets hit, but shields it perfectly. So Atomic's actually going to have to go back after being a little bit too far forward in that lane. Top lane CS is at 28 to 53. So that's just the monster Vladimir is right now. Already up at 25 AP versus actually the 34 from Telandra. So it's just that sustain making him ridiculously strong. Probably also has the 3% spell vamp, may even have some quints. I wouldn't think so. And actually DeJester running up there really far, dashing actually out of Urgot's blast zone. Sorry, I had to take a drink a little bit there. Actually, Telandra throwing down the ult, throws down the ignite, tries to get the kill off onto DrTrevor. Will he go down? No, he sustains with 125 health left. Ted Stickles is trying to get in there. He gets the pillar. Will he be able to get enough damage off here? Will he ult? No, he does not drop the ult, and I'm really surprised. Was it on cooldown? No, he just has not picked it up yet. Actually, Agony, yeah, at 0 points, so just now hitting 6 and getting that Agony. If he'd popped that Agony off, that would have been, I'd say that'd be enough. He only had like, well, maybe not. He had like 125 health, so might not have been enough to get it with the ult, but he would have stolen move speed, so it would have been iffy. Right now, at level 6, Ted Stickles coming in here with a hacker for the counter gank. Is it going to be good enough? No, Kramer's just going to back off. Doesn't want anything to do with a 2-0 Rumble, and Slush waiting in the eaves. Goes ahead and wards the top bush mid lane. But right now, yeah, Kramer's trying to get positioning, but the mobile Ahri is just dodging absolutely everything. Only has 1 speeds, but a couple more Doran's rings. Actually, just 1. And wow, Slush masterfully dodging that ult by Kramer. He just gets right after it, right behind it rather. And, oh my goodness, Kramer is so low right now. He's going to jump back in there. Just wants to taunt them off of Tryndamere. I'm not sure they were to dive that anyway. Dove, I guess. Actually, the flash. Is it going to be good enough? Yes, the Will-O-the-Wisp picking up the kill there. Actually, that's Foxfire, but I'm using the pre-release names here. So That's also the other strength of going Vladimir. You can, like, pretty much easy peasy take these double golems no matter what side you're on, and that just allows you the same benefit as a mid taking either one of the Wraith camps. A little extra farm, lots more gold, and just one of the major strengths of playing Vladimir. Ah, man. GSL on way too late tonight, guys. Anyways, Telandra is way out of top lane, having lost that pretty handily. He is level 7 versus the level 9 Vladimir, and Vlad level 9 is that magic number that he really wants to hit. They are actually positioning for Dragon. They have 5 members down here. They go ahead and pick Pink Ward. Atomic and DeJester are going to take that ward out. This will be the first Dragon for Leaguecraft. Meanwhile, Vladimir just AFK pushing top. They may trade top tower for Dragon. I believe that's, yeah, that's going to go in favor of Lzuruha, and right now Hacker's there spotting things out. I don't think, yeah, Slush did not see that ward go down there, so Hacker's just going to spin in there, and right now Slush being forced to ult out. He might use the other 2 ults offensively. Yeah, he's just going to try to get a little bit more damage done. He's going to wind up using his ult to farm for creeps, but yeah, just gets out of there. Hacker's not getting anything done. They know he's there in the bush, and right now, yeah, Telandra is just going to run top lane. And it's going to be DrTrevor's turn to come down mid. So actually Slush, yeah, still duking it out with Hacker, who's just hanging around here maybe a little bit too long. We're going to see the farm count even up a little bit. It is 28 to 61, and I take it back, guys. I said that before I looked at the farm count, and that's absolutely ridiculous. And a pink ward from BloodWater actually taking out the countering the pink ward for Lzuruha right there. Silences Ted Stickles, who then takes out the ward in the bush. So a lot of pink warding action, and when you know the ward spots, that's really what you want to go back and buy. If you can afford the greens, that's great, but if you're you know, that next level support, you really want to be picking up those pink wards for key areas like Tribush and Dragon. Actually, that pink ward dying just in the nick of time. Will Atomic throw down? Yes! Another pink ward, even has 1 more in the inventory. Takes that pink ward out immediately. Is going to go ahead and green ward the brush. Will pink it if the need arises. But right now, Hacker spinning over the wall. You don't have to take traditional jungle patterns. With Hacker, they ping him as he walks right through a ward, and Ahri's positioning and also backing is going to signal him to get out of there. And actually, yeah, it gets the poison off, so Hacker signals, or takes that as a signal to counter jungle the Wraith camp, but ParoL, I almost said Patrol, but yeah, ParoL, I believe he is top 10. Elo right now is just, oh my goodness, I don't even know. He's getting burst down once again by LzH DeJester, and I don't know right now. He really needs to go back and buy. Already has that mana moon, so he is just going to keep getting stronger the more he spams spells. Full mana right now, and that is the strength of having Soraka in your lane. You can spam as many spells as you want, and that combined with the mana moon is just going to make for absolutely infinite mana there bot lane. And actually, a Hacker and Slush gonna go in here. Kramer gets burst down almost immediately. Hacker is not in the right place, but DrTrevor comes down. The ult is good for Tryndamere. He spins over the wall. He will live. Trundle goes down, and right now DrTrevor is going in there, gets taunted, and Slush actually does not pick up the kill, but Ted Stickles flashing on top of Vladimir picks up that kill on DrTrevor. So wow, so many kills traded, and once again, Ted Stickles comes out on top, so that's 3-0 right now for Trundle, and he is going to be a ganking force to be reckoned with. There's no ult right now for Hacker, so he is going to have to get out of there, and Fornot down a little bit in the kill count, but up in gold. They're currently up by about 0.6k, so 600 gold, favor for Fornot Gaming. The slow coming off from Atomic, but he gets swapped into the middle of everything. I'm not sure that's actually going to pay off. There are no heals here. I don't think that the heal is up from Atomic. No, actually went Flash Exhaust, so going for maximum CC and survivability. But here comes the 3-0. Ted Stickles in behind ParoL. The pillar is good, but has to run around it himself, so not the most effective. Actually, the silence coming out here for Soraka, and DeJester's just going to back off on that, as walking around that pillar was not the best thing you could have done, but all things considered, still a good pressure gank that's going to allow them to establish a little bit more lane control. Kramer's walking back to mid lane, but meanwhile Slush scouts out Tryndamere right there, places the ward, they know it's there. And yeah, it's just to be back to the Slush versus DrTrevor. Mid lane, and actually they're kind of duking it out. But Slush, oh wow, well, I was about to say Slush was losing that until he landed both hits from his Q right there. So bot lane is actually looking to be, oh my goodness, the dot. It's just too much coming out from ParoL and able to snipe DeJester way behind his turret. So that is the strength of Urgot being played masterfully there by ParoL. So that brings the score back to even, 5-5, and actually Slush is fighting Hacker right here. I'm not sure this is the fight he wants to have. Hacker, yeah, just spinning around. The pillar is good. The Will-O-the-Wisp is going on to Hacker. Ult going down from Kraber, but will Ted Stickles get out? I am not sure. Slush ulting once again, and will he be able to pick up DrTrevor? No, it does not look like Kraber will go down. Slush is flashing out, and actually the Urgot hits are going to be good. Will he go down? 12 health right now. Janna just giving him a little bit more move speed, trying to get the taunt off, but yeah, Slush is going to get out of here. Will he get hit? No. ParoL missing that. Oh my goodness. Slush, and actually Slush ran right next to Hacker, who could have spun in there and taken him out, and I'm not sure this is really still the best place to go back, but wow. Lzuruha pings out the position of Hacker, and Kramers are taking the race as well, so maximum counter jungling it. Fortnite right now, kind of M5 in it all the way in the jungle, and Tryndamere is going to say, take that, I saw you steal my red there, and actually, wow, Telandra getting chunked by DrTrevor, who will actually take down the turret, takes that down. Will he get the kill off with his ult? No, it does not look like that is going to happen, and actually, wow, taking him down to 100 health, but actually Ted Stickles is on to DrTrevor. The Ignite goes down onto Ted Stickles. Will it be enough? The ult going down from Telandra, but DrTrevor pulls until his nuke is back up, and that is that strength. Picks up the double kill. Good night. That's a little strong. Maybe even too strong, if you ask me. Flips Atomic into the middle there, but the ult and the flashes are going to get him out as well, so actually he has the dot on him from Urgot. Will that cause him to go down? Yes, and actually DrTrevor flashing to the other side gets the ult off, but Hacker even still healing through all of that, and wow. Fortnite Gaming pulling it out here so even, and even behind early game, but pulling it back. So 5-10 the score, up by 6.3k gold, and it's only 18 minutes into the game right now. So actually the taunt goes off onto Kraber. Right now Slush has the advantage. Will it be enough to kill? And yes, Slush, even under the poison and the nuking powers of Cassiopeia, just dances all over her face and takes her out there. So Slush showing DrTrevor, who's boss. I keep saying DrTrevor, it's DrTrevor. Kramer not quite through medical school yet, apparently, so Slush is going to be able to push this back, but DrTrevor has finished his degree. He is ascended to level 14 right now, out-leveling mid by so much. And if we check the farm, 150 farm for DrTrevor there. And even with the blue buff on Ahri, she still has a less farm. Already has a Woda, so I guess that's good. I think Woda should like cancel one another out. So if you have like a Vlad and Ahri going against one another, neither one gets lifesteal. That'd be a little broke. Actually, Ahri getting slowed there, and Hacker is actually going to pop onto her. 10 seconds until her ult is off, but Atomic doing a wonderful job supporting, able to get enough CC to get Slush out alive there. Ted Stickles is running in there, actually supported by Telandra. They are going to go in here, and when they see Hacker dive that turret, they're going to both pop it on top of him. He gets taunted. He's going to drop down so low almost immediately, and right now it's going to be up to Slush. Will he be able to jump in there? No, he's actually zoned out really heavily, having that Urgot dot on him. You don't want to take that free damage when you dash in there, especially as fragile as Ahri is. DeJester and Slush standing right on top of a ward from Fortnite, and looks like they are all grouped here, and there's really nothing they can do. They need one heck of an initiate here. Is the ult up from Trundle. It's Trundle and Rumble on the same team. They're just trying to like screw me over. It's the caster's curse. Scumbag Lzuruha picks all the confusing names. Anyway, Slush actually missing the taunt there. The pillar goes off by Ted Stickles, and that's a lot of CC, and if only that did, you know, massive amounts of damage, that'd be okay right now. But already a Banshee's Veil on ParoL, so much mana right now. He's stacking that up, and wow, a massive ult there from Kramer. The swap goes off onto DeJester. DeJester will fall. The healing ult comes off from Atomic, but will it be enough to sustain DeJester? Yes, he survives, but Slush is not so lucky, and even Telandra gonna fall down here. Ted Stickles cannot do anything. Will he get the kill off onto Dr. Kramer? No! He falls down as well, and that is 4 down. Actually, 3 down as DeJester did make it out of there with sub 200 health. So right now, yeah, 4-0 pulling away with this game. Takes the second mid turret. They will be able to push in here onto the base turret. And there's not going to be a lot Atomic can do. He is and with no support for the support, it's not going to be enough to push Hacker off of this turret. Actually, Hacker going down really low. He's gonna ult. They just want to pick up this turret, but will he actually go down there? The ult is up for DeJester. Will he opt to throw it out there? No, actually it is not ult. Not up, rather. Was used in that last team fight. Hacker actually running away with next to no hit points. Lzura's blue buff is gonna go on to DrTrevor. And they're going to position here for Baron. I'm not sure if Hacker is going to be able to heal up enough off of like red buff and golems, but we'll see. I don't actually think, yeah, they're not actually going to do Baron. They're just positioning there. And right now they are not in a position to do this. Urgot is all the way bot lane, so ParoL and DrTrevor, actually it's Hacker, all the bad names, are going to go out of, are to be way out of position. The ult coming off from Trundle. Actually, that was Rumble. Gonna be enough to pick off BloodWater. DeJester will fall down as well. So Kramer picking up that kill, and just like that, what would have been the turnaround is going to turn equally around into 4-0's favor. And we're gonna see if we can follow this action a little bit more. And actually, the dot from Urgot is gonna go off onto Telandra. Will he get turned to stone? Yes, petrified by the gaze from Kramer 121. So absolutely amazing Cassiopeia ult, and that is just the power of Cassiopeia, able to do essentially a long-range, equally AoE anti-stun. No bear, but so much AoE burst damage coming out there from Kramer. So they're going to pick up the second turret top lane as well, and there's just nothing that Lzura can do right now. They need to group up. They were grouped, but just caught way out of position, and after an amazing ult there from Kramer 121, they just took that team fight so solidly. They're going to move on to Baron right now, and Atomic is going to try to go into that vicinity, but with that ward there from 4-0, they are going to be able to scout that out. Atomic not pulling a, you know, like a Kurtoki and running in there trying to suicide for the Horde and for Baron. Although I believe that has been successful a few times, so you know, you gotta weigh the risk. Ted Stickles caught a little bit out of position. He's going to run out. And right now, yeah, DrTrevor is just kind of unstoppable. Up to almost 200 farm. Has basically 3 of the items you need. And actually, DeJester getting caught out here. He dashes over the wall, but is still going to be able to be hit by Kramer 121. And he will fall down there. So sniping out the AD carry means that there's basically nothing that's, that Lzura can do right now. It's just not going to be enough to keep them in this game. 4v5 is not going to be able to work unless Slush can do some damage here. But DrTrevor with that passive, essentially the Jax passive of old, even though it has just been nerfed, sustaining back up to full health already. And right now Telandra is getting chunked by Hacker. He may get out of there alive, but taking so much damage, actually getting pushed back by Atomic. Telandra will fall right there. Atomic actually getting out, actually shielding himself for the win. That keeps him alive, but the base is in full breach for Lzura, and 4-0 just having free reign absolutely everywhere they want to go. Urgot and BloodWater are going to take down this bottom turret. Actually, Slush jumping onto Kramer, even through the petrifying gaze, takes him out. Now DrTrevor will go down. Unless he could just 1v3 right now, he could take out Ted Stickles. Will we see that? No, he's just standing for so long. Will his pool come up in time? Actually, he does not pick up either one of those. Slush. Wow. Yeah, raid boss down. How long does it take to kill what cannot be defeated, apparently? So, world first. LOL. So yeah, DrTrevor finally goes down there, and that is his second death of the game. finally hitting 200 farm, able to pick up his Rylai's. So what other items do you need? Maybe Void Staff, maybe, well, basically everything you could possibly want. So your wildest hopes and dreams can come true if you're this 8-2 Vladimir, apparently able to almost 1v3 right there. So, wow. He's saying, yeah, they definitely need to ban that Vladimir. He is way too strong right now. And even Ted Stickles, who was pulling it out early game, just so countered right now as he does not transition into late game very well. His ult kind of helps him do that, but he's just not getting it done. Having to rush out of there before he goes down. And right now, Telandra's getting chunked by ParoL. The exhaust goes down onto Slush. Will that be enough? So much damage going out. BloodWater will fall. ParoL looks like he will be the next to fall. Tryndamere spinning in there, picking up one kill, picking up a second kill, gets pushed out by Atomic, who heals up, but actually he's going to get about 2 shot by Hacker, who actually pops Youmuu's. Is he going to be enough to pick this up? One more hit will do it. The slow goes off, and Atomic most certainly is going to go down in 2 hits. And Hacker picking up the ace, doing what Tryndamere's do best, has all the essential items for Tryndamere, except maybe an Infinity Edge. GG's coming out from Lzuruha, and with double the kills, that is going to take the win for 4Not Gaming. Absolutely wonderful performance. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to support both of these teams. I'll have links below in the description. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and thumbs up, subscribe, whatever you want to do. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out.